Hey everyone, Epic here. Before we begin, let me just go ahead and say that this is just all audio. So feel free to Alt Tab and continue whatever it was you were doing before you clicked on this one. I will also post a timestamp in the description below in case you want to skip ahead to the one or two parts that you care about. And yes, this is my voice. I was caught completely unprepared, honestly. Never in my wildest dreams would I ever have thought that there would be this many subs so soon. So I literally have no sub milestone videos. And this was all I could think of at the moment. Kind of lame, I guess, but please bear with me. Okay, so I'm sure majority of you are listening to this because you want an update on the Betrayed series. Tons of people are asking in the comments when episode 3 is coming out. Okay, so for episode 3, structurally it's pretty much done. What's keeping me from posting it is that I'm not 100% happy with the dialogue yet. And I just really don't want to release anything that I'm not entirely happy with. And I know that a lot of you are really amped up to see episode 3. But I promise, it's coming. It's coming, guys, okay? Either Friday or Saturday night, Manila time. So you guys can use Google to figure out like what time that would be wherever you are in the world. As for episode 4, the outline is done, but I still have to actually get around to writing it. Episode 5, yes, it's that far ahead, but it's really more like an idea cloud right now. You know, trying to go through my notes and chicken scratch to create more structure. But yeah, that's what's happening with the Betrayed series. So let's move on to actual channel updates. For the channel itself, I do have a lot of series. What is the plural of that? Whatever. There are a lot of those planned out. I would show you the notes, but then that would just spoil the fun, right? But without going too deep, I do have at least 2 other series. I give up. I have 2 other series that have a locked ship and theme. Those are like in varying stages of scene development as well. So when the Betrayed series is close to ending, I will go and start with one of those. So there will be a steady stream of content, I hope. At the same time, I don't want to just have series. Why do I keep forcing myself to say that? You know, I don't want just that on the channel. I also have outlines for several short form videos. I guess you can think of it as omake of sorts. You know, either those 4-5 panel strips. Are they 4? Whatever. You know, those really short panels that you get at the end of a manga chapter sometimes, if you guys read manga. Yeah, I have a few of those planned out. Okay, so next I want to talk about upload schedules. Again, you know, a lot of people ask me when the next episode is coming. The short answer is you will be getting an episode every 3 to 5 days. The long answer is okay. So there are 2 factors that would influence when videos get uploaded. The first is the writing process itself. Like I mentioned, if I'm not happy with the flow, if I'm not happy with the dialogue and all of that, an episode won't be uploaded. I'm sorry, but that's how it is. You know, I don't want to put out something that I don't feel happy with. At the same time, if I don't get into a rut and I'm happy with the flow, the dialogue, then the episode gets uploaded early. And this is actually kind of like the case with episode 2, where there was only like a 2-day gap, I think, between 1 and 2, because when I wrote that, I was actually fairly happy with it already, and then I just put it out. Anyway, the second factor obviously is my work schedule. So yeah, I do have a day job, guys, and I'm involved in an industry that can be very hectic and very taxing mentally. I mean, gotta pay the bills, right? So there may be days where I just really won't have the time to sit down in front of the PC and write. And that's kind of what happened last night. There may be times when I just physically cannot write and eventually, upload something within 3 to 5 days. So I really hope you guys can spare me a little more patience in that regard, especially now, because right now this is like the start of the fiscal year for my company. So there is a lot of stuff going on right now. But of course, I will do my absolute best to stick to the 3 to 5 days per upload schedule. Okay, so that's about it for the updates. So if that's all you wanted to hear, thank you so much for listening to this random dude talk on the internet. And I hope you have a great day, or evening, or afternoon, whatever time it is right now in your part of the world. And for anyone else who wants to stay and listen to me ramble on, why? No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, yeah. Sorry. Yo, what is going on? Like, seriously, you guys, what? Why? How? Every time I open YT Studio, my mind just, like, okay, I am so very, very grateful. Like, seriously, you guys are nuts. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. The torrent of views, likes, and subs just blows my mind every time I see it. I mean, if someone told me that the channel would be at this stage within its first week, I'd have laughed my ass off. I wouldn't have believed a single word. But now that it's really happening, it's overwhelming, and I can't find the words to properly express how thankful and happy I am that you guys are liking what you're reading or watching, whichever one is more correct. Let's go with watching, since it's a video. Anyway, and that's just like the views, likes, and subs. Everything that I'm feeling is jacked up all the way to 11 when I read the comments section. Like, seriously, man, all these comments. And I know for most of you, your comment only probably took like 30 seconds at most to type, but they all, it makes my day. It really does. My phone sometimes just blows up at work, and reading some of the comments just helps push me forward during those really hectic days. So yeah, I do read every single one of your comments, and I know I haven't really responded to most of them yet because I was so exhausted yesterday and just went straight to bed. But I will try my best to respond to each one after recording and editing this. Sometimes the timing is a little off because majority of the comments come in when I'm asleep, and a big chunk of them also come in when I'm at work. So there's just a very small window in the evenings where I actually sit down and read and respond to all the comments. Anyway, people are saying, "Oh man, please next episode," or like, "Oh, this is so good." And I remember also like one of you did a whole Fallout reference, a game series that I love, by the way. That was awesome. And of course, everyone is saying like how the series is making them cry, and I'm like, why are you crying? Stop crying. I want to cry because you are. And it's going to sound really really evil, but it makes me happy to know that you're crying. I mean, if you actually did, or if it was like a mental, internal crying sort of thing, I digress. Because, again, it makes me happy to know that you're crying, because in my industry, the worst possible reaction is no reaction. And to see that the story is making you feel something makes the constant edits and banging my head against the wall trying to come up with something different absolutely worth it. At the same time, I'm starting to feel quite anxious as well. I mean, obviously I want to write stories that you guys would like, and sometimes that can be difficult to do, juggling that want with the kind of stories that I would like to write. But that's something I'm gonna have to figure out as I go along, I guess. Overall, I'm really happy to have discovered this kind of community exists on YouTube. I never ever would have guessed that fan fiction would evolve to this state and format. I mean, especially here on YouTube, like that was a very happy coincidence that I stumbled upon this. But yeah, very, very happy to have discovered this exists, and to have, met, I don't know what the word is, but, to be a part of this, to be a part of all of this. Anyway, I think that's enough rambling for now. Yes, it is. This is starting to get a little too long. If you guys have any other questions and such, the comments section is always open, and I'll try to respond to all of them. I have no idea how many of you will actually reach this part of the video, but I just want to say thank you. Thank you for all the support. You guys are absolutely awesome. Yeah, hope you all have a great day, and until the next episode, stay epic.